it's Jasmine. Welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Today we are going to be doing a t-shirt. Now I sent these fonts to my customer to see which one she liked best, and she wanted to go with the first one, which is honestly more plain, but she was like, because of the colors she wanted, she'd rather have a more simple font. So we're going to delete those other fonts and configure this one that she wanted to kind of fit our shirt. Now this is going to go on an extra large t-shirt, so I'm going to end up making this 11.5 inches wide. So the font that I'm using here is Arial Black. This usually comes standard on most laptops, so you should have it. Some of the other fonts that were there in the beginning that you saw are ones that I purchased. I will try to leave a link to the website, if I remember, in the description box, so you can check there if you like those. Now I just have this black box behind the words because this is going to be going on a black t-shirt, and also because you can't see the white without something behind it. It just kind of blends into that, what do you call it? That grid background. It just, it doesn't work out so well. So here I am selecting the words, and I am going to duplicate it because she wants one on a black shirt, and she decided she also wanted one on a white shirt. So I am here just resizing it, but I'm going to duplicate it to make a second set. And because that one is going to go on a white shirt, I'm going to change integrity from being written in white to written in black, so that way it shows up on the white shirt. So once I selected to make it, I realized that I forgot to delete that black box. So make sure you delete that, because there honestly is no need to, waste that vinyl. So go back and delete that, and then you can go ahead and cut your vinyl. Now, because we are using 3 different color vinyls, this will not all be on the same mat. So you have to do, your 3 different vinyls on 3 different mats. So what I didn't show you was that she wanted ICS on the front of her shirt, and she also wanted it in 3 different colors. The white, green, and pink, and then the black, green, and pink. So what I'm doing here is putting it together. Now this is a little bit tricky, so if you don't feel comfortable with it, I don't suggest you attempt it. But what I'm doing is taking my weeding tool and lightly going around the edges just to try and lift up the edge just a little bit. You don't want to poke it like you're weeding it. You just want to kind of slide it under the very edge so that it lifts up and so that you can take that letter off. Now you want to be very gentle when pulling, because you don't want to stretch the letters out of shape, nor do you want to rip one of the letters. Once you get the letter up, you want to try to place it on the sticky piece. I don't know what to call that. Try to place it exactly as you can see the lines. I'm going to enter the picture of what I mean by the lines. So I cut it, ICS fully in every color. So where it cut at, there is an outline into that sticky piece. You can see exactly how the letter should be positioned. So I left, say, the I on, and then I added the green C and the pink S onto the black original sticky piece. I don't know how to fully explain that, but yeah. So you want to make sure you get it exactly lined up so that it is, positioned correctly and everything is even and in a straight line. Now, this is not an easy task, and it takes some time and repositioning, especially with this S, because it's a curved letter. So I honestly would recommend more so leaving the S where it is on the pink one that you cut out, and then maybe adding the I and the C instead, because that S was so tricky. But eventually I got it. And there it is. So now it is time to press our shirt. Again, like I always say, make sure to measure. You want to make sure your design is centered, that it's even, and that it looks the best that it can look. Also, I am going to be putting the ICS right there on the front and having, integrity cleaning service on the back. What I do recommend that you do is to press the front first and then add the, vinyl on the back and then press it. Trying to do the front with the back design on there can be a little tricky, as you saw how it came off. So put the ICS or whatever you're putting on the front of your shirt on the front, press it, and then add your vinyl to the back. So that way you don't have to, replace it and reposition it and remeasure it if it, decides to come off. One more thing that I forgot to include was how I find the position for the ICS. Now, normally I would put it on the left side of the shirt, but she wanted it on the right side of her shirt. But, where a logo normally goes on a shirt, for me, it's the right side. The left side. So I measure 6 inches down. Yeah, this new camera stand that I have, I don't like it. It has like one of those flexible rods, and so it shakes when I lift this up or press it down. But back to what I was saying. You measure 6 inches down and 4 inches from the outside. And so that at that 4-inch mark, that should be the center of your design. So again, you're going to measure 6 inches down from the very top of the shirt. And from the outside, you want to go 4 inches over, and that should be the middle or the center point of your logo or whatever you're putting on your shirt. So here I just noticed a very tiny piece of vinyl that didn't belong, and so I used my weeding tool because it wasn't stuck to the fabric, but it was like almost. So I just used the weeding tool to, lift it and separate it from the fabric, and then I was able to pull it with my hand. We're going to now press the back for 10 to 15 seconds, and we're done. So here's the finished product. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.
Give us a subscribe, hit that button.